Single Awareness Day, as it is known by many, hasn't ever really bothered me. I do sometimes get this vibe, though, that, like, especially if you go out in the streets of, like, this great metropolis and you see, like, everybody is carrying around bouquets of flowers and chocolates and there's, like, red hearts everywhere and stuff. It does bring an increased awareness to those of us who are single that, like, yes, you are single. Most holidays we celebrate are a bit more universal, like they kind of, in some sense, apply to everybody. But I guess Valentine's Day, in a way, it doesn't. Obviously, you can use Valentine's Day for a lot of different purposes, but I think it still kind of carries a certain amount of exclusivity, that it's like its main focus is on romantic love, which is something that not everybody is gonna have in their lives all the time. And I've been pretty okay with that. As much as it's meant anything to me, it's kind of meant something more about friendship and family love. As a kid, some of our friends would give Valentine's Day cards to all their friends, and so it was kind of cool. It's been like a friendship thing that hasn't really made me feel very out of place. I think this weekend, if I'm disappointed about anything, it's probably more missing out on having Family Day, which is on Monday, which I think that's a holiday only celebrated in Ontario. But I'm sort of like missing out on not being with any of my family this year. You know, there's 6 people in my family, and we're in 5 different countries this weekend. How did that even happen? What are we doing? Anyway, I was going out to get some groceries this morning, and so I got to the store, and there was this middle-aged man standing outside the entrance of the grocery store, and he had a sign that said that he was deaf, and it said something about a neck injury. I don't remember that part of it. He had like a little sign thing, and on the back of his sign thing that he was carrying, he flipped it over, and there was a picture of Jesus. And he pointed to it, and I don't know what exactly he was trying to say with that, but I thought that was interesting. And so I talked to him with like the little bit of sign language that I knew. I was like, sign language something, and I understood from him. I would have understood without knowing any sign language that he was asking for money, and so I gave him a toonie. I could have given him more. I almost wanted to give him more, but then like the next level of money I had up from a toonie was a $20 bill, and somehow that felt like too much. That was weird. Yeah, so I talked with him a little bit, and I went on inside to get my groceries, and then as I was coming out again, he was then standing in the exit as people were coming out. At the exit part, he was kind of standing inside the opening automatic door area place at the grocery store. And when he saw me, he had this bouquet of roses. And I have no idea how or what, if he bought them or how he got this bouquet of roses, and he gave them to me, and we sort of had, I wasn't signing at that point, but we sort of this communication, like, are you sure? And it's like, yes, take this, and I said thank you, and I guess there's lots of people coming out, and so I kind of kept going, and just like put these roses on top of my grocery cart wagon thing, and walked home with them. And it just happened really suddenly, and it was really weird. And then as I was like walking down the sidewalk, and I realized all of a sudden now I am going to be one of those people who other people will see, make them aware of their singleness. I'm going to be like walking down the street looking like I have roses from my Valentine, and making other people who are single like feel bad or something. But that's just, I don't know. It was weird. The flowers smelled nice. It was, I guess, just my thought coming down to this is I never want to let somebody else's happiness be my unhappiness. Whether it has to do with relationships or anything under the sun. or even like somebody else's skill or being good at something make me feel not good at something or not successful if somebody else is successful, because that somebody else's success does not define my success. Somebody else's happiness doesn't define my happiness, and that's the same whether it's having roses unexpectedly on Valentine's Day or anything, fill in the blank. So yeah, I thought that was kind of an interesting thing that happened, and I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, a wonderful family day, and all the rest. All the best to you.